We have had to go through ups and downs and navigate our way through a changing environment. I think the main success of having dealt with 2020 is just to be super agile. Whatever comes your way, you just got to deal with it because you've got no choice, and find a solution quickly. So it's just about staying on top of it all and staying engaged and reacting and changing with the changes in behaviors. So Singlife's purpose has always been to unlock the potential of money for everyone. Our job was to help everybody just get more out of their money and just do more, be better, have a better financial life. And that kind of motivating factor is something that permeates through the whole organization. Everyone who works with Singlife believes that they are actually helping people to live better financial lives. The tech that we build, the products that we build, all of that centers around this purpose of just being better. So Singlife has grown so phenomenally quickly and so rapidly that actually through the course of the COVID crisis, almost a third of our entire workforce came into the business within the last 1 year. And working remotely as part of the way in which we have to build has become an intrinsic part of what we do. We allow for our staff to work from home or in the office as they see fit. But this idea of having an ecosystem of people who are totally connected in a digital way all the time, in a way which is intrinsic to the culture and value of the business, and still be able to facilitate the growth that we've been able to achieve over the course of the year has been an amazing story for us. So innovation is not something that you kind of lead top down. It can't be something that you say, oh, we need to do this or do that. It's not an instructive behavior. Innovation is something that the teams who are constantly working on this improvement culture have to constantly tweak and find and test how to get things better. So innovation, we found, is not something, it's not an agenda. It's not a, what have we innovated this month? And opportunity to innovate has to be so core to what you do that it becomes part of your culture. Companies that say we have an innovation budget, right? It's terrible, because what happens is that the guys say, well, I have to go and apply in order to innovate. Whereas if you just flip the whole thing around and say, well, innovation is so core and the agility within the teams becomes cultural, and you don't actually then differentiate between innovative style of behavior or spend with BAU, because it's all part of what you do. If we look at the way in which human beings now engage with companies, it's all mobile. That's just how people are. And so what we're finding is that when people are actively using their mobile, have more than 50% of our customers come and talk to us at least once a week via the mobile engagement. And so the innovation that has to happen there is that people are needing to see an improvement in the mobile experience every time they come. Well, we've seen that the boundaries of financial services is changing, right? In the old days, an asset management firm was an asset management firm, insurance company was an insurance company, and eventually over time, insurance companies manage your assets, and so it blurs. In the old days, payments was or credit cards or whatever was in defined boxes. But what we're finding now is that the technology is becoming so pervasive that the boundaries between financial services is changing. So I'll give an examples. We found that as an insurance policies, people always thought, oh, well, if I put my money in my insurance policy, it's locked away and I can never touch it. The question is, why is that? Why can't we just add liquidity to savings plans? What we did as Singlife was to add a Visa card or a fast banking rails, pay now, etc., to an insurance contract so that you can save for the long term. But if you actually need your money earlier, why not just tap it out with a Visa card or send it across through a bank? The lines are absolutely blurring. What Singlife wants to do is to change financial services for the better, for the betterment of our customers and their experiences and the advice that they're getting. Well, Singlife, as you know, was a startup in the early days, and we found that although we were brilliant in doing technological solutions, the thing that we really needed to ensure success was scale, rapid scale. The first part of that was the acquisition of the Zurich business. Zurich had a large customer base here which was looking for a new home. And because our tech was actually really, really good, we could actually bring them in without any trouble or difficulty or hiccups. And we brought that in, and basically that acquisition of the Zurich portfolio catapulted our Singlife strategy by a number of years, because we had a much stronger and deeper customer base to work from. That same philosophy of scale was one of the foundational blocks about the idea of Singlife and Aviva coming together. The sheer scale of the Aviva base, basically 1 in 4 people in Singapore are covered by an Aviva policy, right? And to bring that scale together with the opportunity, bring it together, is the strategy of what we've been trying to do. And I'm absolutely confident it's the right one. I think the single most important success story is alignment, yeah, across your C-suite senior levels. Having a combined or joint vision of where you want to go to is the secret sauce for bringing opportunities together. It makes for good transactions. It makes good for corporate culture. It makes good for how integrations happen. All of that is so fundamental to what we need to do to be successful. It's all about hearts and minds. People don't wake up in the morning anymore and say, I'm going to work today because I need to get a salary, right? People go to work today to get and feel that they're part of something bigger than themselves. This joint idea that people are working towards something better or something improving or something that they can look back in their lives one day in the future and said, I was involved in something special. And if we can give that to people, we can do great things.
That's great.
So the takeaways from this is that, and the success that can be built around these, is that the preparedness for the future is you can never be prepared. Right? You just can't prepare for stuff to happen the way it does. And so if you can't prepare fully, you can't perceive every future path, you just got to be super reactive and change. Strategic mission rather than a business plan is a differentiator in success of different kinds of companies. Most of the times in an insurance industry, the only time you talk to your insurance company is when you have to pay a premium or make a claim. Why can't you have a much more engaged relationship through mobile experiences, helping you grow your money and unlock the potential of your money in a better way, talk to your advisor, get advice, improve your financial well-being in an engaged way rather than just a purely transactional one. And that would be the ambition of Aviva Singlife, but also the ambition, I'm sure, of the industry. I just think that Aviva Singlife is just so far ahead of our competitors in this space because of what we've both successfully brought to the table so far.